What I want to say to you guys is never be ashamed of who you are. Silence is never the answer. Suicide is not either. Be you, be true, and bounce back.
Welcome to the Fighting Against Bullying show. With hosts Tina Poole and Keith Floyd.
Yo, no bullying, never bullying. We only make it friends. If you ain't down with that, then we ain't down with that. No bullying, never bullying. We only make it friends. If you ain't got my back, then like Ray, hit the road, Jack. Hit the road, Jack. Hit the road, Jack. Never bullying. Hit the road, Jack. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back. And don't you come back.
Welcome to Fighting Against Bullying, an innovative youth show created and designed to bring forth awareness about bullying and steps to take in stopping this really bad epidemic that's affecting our youth, our children, and our tomorrow's leaders for change.
I love that intro. We have a great show lined up today. The name of this show is Bouncing Back. We have some very, very special guests today.
Yes.
We have Megan Lester, Catherine Gilchrist. We have the Ollie group here today, Ty Garth, Chuck Joyner, Only Living Life in Excellence. This show is going to be a great show today because we're going to be fighting these bullies and we're going to change some lives.
Bounce back. Hello, we're here with Catherine Gilchrist and Megan Lester with Bounce Back. We're here to talk about how she bounced back from the trauma and the humiliation from bullying. Catherine, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're here today.
I am a major nerd. I love anime, manga, singing. I usually sit in my room in the afternoon hours after school and read about 3 books per afternoon. And I will sing to myself, and I love dancing with my mom.
That's great.
And the reason why I'm here today is because I was bullied a lot.
Oh, wow.
People were very rude to me. They called me bad names. They would make fun of me because of how I am, how I look, because of my friend choice, stuff like that.
Okay, so this happened in middle school, during middle school years?
A few elementary years as well, but middle school, it started about 7th grade.
Oh, wow. Bullies can be so mean. Tell us, what do you think? Why do you think you was a target of bullying?
I used to be very odd. I would be, at one school, I would sit in the corner and just be there. And people would call me like an emo weirdo or call me a very big suicidal weirdo. Even though I am not suicidal, never have been and never will be. And awesome. It's just, or I would be out there. I would talk about my past and I wasn't supposed to. I would say things that were not in everyday normal conversations, and that's what targeted me.
That's awesome. Catherine, you have great self-esteem. To have gone through some of the things that you have gone through. I'm just sitting here listening to you talk about some of the things that you have faced and listen to you talk about some of the things that you are involved with. I think you're a very bright and smart young lady. Just your self-esteem, does that come from mom? What is this self-esteem coming? Where is this coming from?
My self-esteem comes from my mother, my best friend, which he's always been there, and my stepdad.
That's awesome.
Which he's not here right now, but
so
that's awesome.
That goes back to that support system that we talk about on this show. It's so important to have a support system, even when you're being bullied, because we have to realize that we're going to go through some difficulties in life. We're definitely going to face difficulties. There are a lot of mean people in the world, and some people have no idea of some of the things that they're doing. Some people do things like that for attention, because maybe they were bullied. You know what I'm saying? You ever thought that the bully may not be popular somewhere else, and they're trying to be popular somewhere else? You see what I'm saying? Yes. Hurt people. You know that, right? Let's give your mom just a...
Yes, because I was going to mention, too, we want to talk about,
before you answer that question.
Tell us a little bit about the whole entire bullying experience. How did you go about reporting the incidents? Did you feel like that she got the justice that she needed? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, as Catherine stated, it's been going on a while. It really has, and it's progressed over time to just have gotten worse. And of course, with her being bullied, she is my oldest, my only child, and with her going through the bullying as a mom, it's almost like your child being sick, and you can't take that pain from her. And so it really, it bothered me, and I basically took to social media.
Wow.
And I had a bunch of support myself for Catherine to support both of us in this fight, trying to make sure that she knew that just because you're not normal, a normal, popular child or young adult, you can be yourself.
Right.
You don't have to be what every stereotype makes you feel like you have to be. And just to let her know that she has that support to be herself. She doesn't have to be what everybody else. Yeah, she doesn't have to be what somebody else wants her to be. Just be yourself and love it. And no matter what she does, I'm going to love it. And, I support her to the fullest, no matter what she decides to do in life. So she's gone through a lot of this bullying and a lot of these issues. It came from not just children, but even adults.
Wow.
Some of the teachers at the middle school they would watch these things happening to her. Children pulling her hair, children, cornering her, sandwiching her. And they were laughing about it and thinking it was funny. And it got to the point that I was literally at the school every day. I had to be there every single day. Catherine would call me and tell me that, Mom, this is going on. Mom, this is happening. Mom, the teacher's saying this. To the point a teacher was actually cursing her and calling her a liar, but using some vulgar language in front of it. To the point that the teacher lied about it. And then I had to tell her I heard the conversation myself. My daughter called me and let me listen to the conversation. And so then she finally admitted that's what she had said. So it was really just hard. So we decided, I spoke with Catherine about joining the Civil Air Patrol. It was a program I was in when I was a kid and was being bullied. And that Civil Air Patrol, it just built my confidence. It really did, and my own self-esteem. So speaking with Catherine, we went to a few of the meetings and a few of the, met some of the cadets as well as the commanders, and she instantly wanted to join. She instantly wanted to be a part of it, and she's done amazing. I think our whole family has been blessed to just bounce back like she has. A lot of us in our family have been through a lot of the trials that Catherine has been through, and none of us have bounced that far back.
Well, you guys are using some of the best tools that we encourage people to use during their time of bullying, and that is silence is never the answer.
Exactly.
Silence is never the answer. You're doing a great job with that one.
Exactly.
Silence is never the answer, and to have that support system, that is so crucial. And we're going to go back to you. I want you to talk to this audience, talk to these children, talk to someone who you feel may be being bullied the way that you are being bullied and were, or and if someone is being bullied right at this present time, what would you just speak to the audience? What would you tell them?
Basically, it doesn't matter what you look like. It matters who you are. Don't listen to whoever's saying things about you. If there's a rumor, stick with your friends. Find your right friend group. Be yourself. Don't be what everybody else wants you to be. Don't get into your depression stage. Don't want to do bad things to yourself. Don't want to do bad things to others. You have to be who you are. Stick with what you've always been. Like what you want to like. Just don't listen to them.
One of the main reasons why I want to encourage you to keep moving forward, because there's something in this universe that knows what your destiny is.
Yes,
and they're trying to stop it. So I want you to keep moving forward. Don't you let nothing stop you, because you are a very strong young lady, and there is something in your destiny, and something in this universe knows it, and it's trying to stop it. Your greatness. You're going to be great. Your greatness. I can guarantee you your greatness. And we can't wait to see what this development is going to be.
Yes.
That's real talk.
Definitely. There was.
So you keep that head up. Don't you worry. Don't let nobody stop this greatness that somebody has been given a mission to stop your greatness. You see what I'm saying? Don't let that happen. That's real tough. You dry those eyes, young lady, and smile, and you keep moving forward. You feel me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it that these are tears of joy, tears of letting it all
bouncing
go.
back
letting
as
it all go.
well.
We're bouncing back today.
Yes,
We really are.
of course.
That's real.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to thank you, Megan, for just sharing that with us. That's a very
And powerful.
very powerful speech that you just made. I mean, very, very powerful words that you just put together.
It's not easy. It's not. It's like having your child sick and you can't do anything about it and take it away from them.
Yes.
Seeing that pain every day. She came home crying, upset. She literally looked at me and said she wanted to shave her head because these little girls are pulling her hair out.
Oh, wow.
She had watched fist fights in the school hallways that these little girls had chunks of their hair being yanked out. She came home terrified these little girls were going to kill her because that's the threats they were making to her. And, she just, to have this strength that this child right here has, it's amazing. It's amazing. I could only hope and dream that any other child that's going through something like this, whether it's to this extent or not, I do too.
Yes.
I hope they do too, because she's
Tears of joy.
like you said, she's meant for greatness. There's something gonna happen amazing for her in her life, and me and her father are going to be right here supporting her and pushing her along the way.
Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. So as we conclude this segment of Bounce Back, what is some information, some advice that you want to give to parents on being their child's biggest cheerleader and being there for them in the fight against bullying and supporting them, letting them know that someone cares, whether the school official failed to act, that as a parent, give them some knowledge and wisdom?
The biggest thing I can say is no matter how silly or how outrageous something your child comes to you and tells you, just listen to them. Make sure that you tell the child, no matter what, you're supporting them. You're understanding what they're saying, and you try to make your own investigation of it. Be your child's backbone. Because at one point in time, they were your backbone when you were carrying them. And my biggest thing is always reach out for help. If you don't know where to go or where to turn, reach out. I have no problem supporting anybody who's going through these kinds of situations. I've got a lot of people who actually reach out to me now because I've taken the steps I have with Catherine.
That's awesome.
So I have no problem with giving my phone number out, finding me on social media. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Just be your child's support, no matter how silly or crazy they're saying is. It doesn't matter how crazy or silly it is. Just listen.
Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome advice. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our Bounce Back segment with Megan Lester and Catherine Gilchrist. Thank you all so much for being a part of this show and sharing your bounce back story.
Thank you.
You are a star meant for greatness.
Thank you.
Hello, boys and girls! This is our plea to stop bullying.
Too many of our friends' lives are being destroyed.
So we are representing boys and girls from all across America.
We're asking you to join forces with us to stop this bullying.
Let's be kind and respectful to each other.
Let's get to know each other.
Let's learn from each other.
We are the future!
Hello, everybody. Thank you all for coming here, fighting against bullying, yes, with passion. Yes, so we are Tomorrow's Leaders for Change and the Fighting Against Bullying show. We are located in Nashville, and our TV show is aired on Comcast, channel 9, 10, and 19. And we partner with sharing them in I'm Invisible and Fighting Against Bullying. So we want everybody to embrace their individuality. It is very important that you be you. So we are loving this cause. Yes, thank you all for having us.
Hey, somebody look at somebody and say, be you. Be you. Be you. Be you. That's what it's all about. Like Tina said, we are the host of the Fighting Against Bullying show. Bullying is an epidemic that we all can fight. It's easy to fight the epidemic. It's about the golden rule mainly, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And we want you all to stay encouraged, the youth as well as the adults, because life is about love, real love. It's about being real. If you're not real, if you're just listening, or you're just hearing words come out and you're not taking things home, the valuable lessons and the valuable things that we learned together at this event, then there was no worth of coming here. So right now, I just want everybody to tune yourself into being real. And just know that we're here spreading real love, and we're here getting to know each other. So get to know who you're hanging out with today, the person beside you. This is about being real. So we love y'all.
We have the I'm Invisible team and their friends here doing a photo op. This is the great city of Clarksville. These are the people who came out and supported this event today. Look, we have Miss Southeast US in the house today. How you doing, Miss Southeast US?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. What is your name again?
Samantha Abraham.
Now, you stated earlier that you were bullied. That was a great speech to the youth today, because, like you stated yourself, look at you, as beautiful as you are. Who would have wondered that you would have been bullied? That lets you know that people are bullied, no matter what color, size, looks. I want you to look in the camera, and I want you to just give a word of wisdom, just to elaborate on to what you spoke about earlier. Just some more words of wisdom to the youth and the adults about stop bullying.
Yes. Bullying just has to stop. We have to come together as a community, as a society. And for those that have been bullied, just remember that everything that you're going through, every struggle, is preparing you for what you ask for in your endeavors and success.
I just think, it all begins with self-love, man. And if you love yourself, then you wouldn't want to bully people. And I think if you love yourself, when somebody tries to, you can just kind of almost feel sorry for them, but encourage them to be better people. So. Yeah.
So basically, I grew up in music. I was always in the studio, at the radio station, and always just doing things around music. And I always felt a connection with that. And then I became involved in bullying and was bullied myself. And I really just wanted to create an outlet for myself through music and able to show the message that I can spread about bullying and suicide, and just trying to help anybody and everybody that I can.
I want us all to realize that we need to be ourselves, to love ourselves, that we love for who we are, that God loves us, Jesus loves us, our parents loves us, our friends loves us. We love you. Be yourself. Be proud of who you are, be proud of what you stand for, and stand up for yourself. But if you ever have any problem at all, go to the nearest adult. Go see an adult, go see your bus driver, your school teacher, your preacher, your coach, your principal, or your parents, or your uncle or aunt. Go to someone that you can trust and let them know what's happening to you. We want to know that we love you, we care about you, and be you. And be proud of yourself. Hold your shoulders back and say, I'm Julia Boyd, I love myself, and I'm a great person. Tell yourself that you're a great person and stand up for yourself.
Silence is never a solution. We keep saying it, silence is never a solution. Thank you, Miss Judy.
I'm Ty Garth. I'm Chucky Joyner. We're the founder and mentors for the Ollie Life Youth Program. It's a curriculum-based program to work with boys ages 10 to 17. And we're here to present young men of today and tomorrow with a positive, elevated lifestyle, and hopes to create a platform for their future.
A wise man once said to me that when you meet people, understand that that person either has something that you need or something that you need to get rid of. That's the motto that I live by.
Only living life in excellence.
Ollie out.
Hello, we're here with Ollie, Only Living Life in Excellence. And part of the Bounce Back episode, we want to teach youth how to live in excellence. We're here today with Ty Garth, one of the co-founders, and here with Chuck Joyner, one of the mentors of Ollie. Thank you all so much for being on the Fighting Against Bullying show. Yes. So tell us, Ty, a little bit about Ollie and how you started Ollie.
Ollie is the youth program. It stands for Only Living Life in Excellence. We work with young boys ages 10 to 17. It's a curriculum-based program. We started this in 2010.
Okay.
With the other co-founder, Dred Yehuda.
Mm-hmm.
And we just wanted to create something to where we can give back.
Yes.
Because we both have a heart and a passion for helping other people. So that's what we just wanted to do a service.
Yes.
And this is what it looked like, giving back to the youth.
That is awesome. So tell us a little bit more about your role in Ollie.
Well, yeah, a great friend of mine had turned me on to Brother Ty and his organization. We met up, and the program was definitely something that I needed, definitely something that I was very familiar with. And we met, we talked, and it just blossomed from there. We kind of fell in love with each other. Me, individual that has done some time in prison, and I felt myself transitioning, and I wanted to keep that going. And this program, helped me do that.
That is awesome.
That's awesome. So what are some of the curriculums that you all teach?
Well, the curriculum is transitioning youth from middle age to high school to college, and college to life. And what we do is we allow the kids to set goals, and for themselves and for the program.
Right.
So,
Pretty cool.
we have expectations for them, and they have expectations for us as the mentors.
Absolutely.
So we allow them to open up, and it hits on points from bullying, peer pressure, just being a leader, things that most kids at that age are not getting if they come from the background that they're coming from. So we just want to instill excellence in them and be motivation and impactful in their lives.
Oh,
That's awesome. And you also stated, actually prior to the interview, we was having a conversation, and you stated that it's great to have these males in the school system, just to have the male presence.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
For sure, because it's a lack of male teachers.
Yes.
Not only in middle school, but high school. You don't see that very often. And these kids, some of them might deal with, they might have mother issues. Because a lot of the youth is being raised by granny. So mom might not be there either. So you're dealing with the fact that you have a child who may be experiencing the lack of a male presence in the home, and then the relationship with mom might not be as great, and it's just granny. So you go into school, and all they see is female teachers. They might have a situation because most female teachers come across motherly anyway.
Right.
Yes.
And that might be an issue for a kid whose relationship with their mom isn't that well. So
great point.
We just try to make sure that we're consistent.
Now, Ollie is in multiple schools across the Metro Nashville area. So tell us a little bit about what you all see in terms of bullying, and have Ollie experienced a recent bullying incident, and how did you all handle it?
Well, we noticed the bullying, in the schools that we deal with come from kids who are, for one, lacking something.
Right.
That's where it starts off.
Exactly.
Anyway. A kid is lacking something, and they say hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people.
Yeah. Yes.
So a lot of those kids that try to be the bullies usually are coming from a situation to where they're lacking something, and they just need some attention. Or if it's academic based, it's like they stand out, and they want to stand out because they're not obtaining the knowledge quicker than some other kids that might be in the classroom. But we see it on a daily basis, and what we do as mentors, we just we separate the ones who's being bullied from the ones that are doing the bullying.
That's a great strategy.
And we directly address that issue. And like we always say, what's going on with you as the bully to make you want to lash out at somebody who's not even in a position to be bullied? It's just something for you to do. But we also tell the kids who are being bullied, like, you gotta, for one, let a teacher know, let a counselor of another friend, somebody you trust. And then most schools, coaches, counselors are the ones that most of the kids go to. They really don't go to the teachers, but they might go to a coach, which can relay the message to the teacher, to the principal, however it goes. But what we do, you got to stand. You don't have to physically stand up for yourself, but there's nothing wrong with, addressing somebody who's coming at you in a disrespectful manner. But the first thing we always let somebody know, because it can lead to, being physical, fighting, anything like that, and we don't want that. But you need to address it with an adult.
Okay.
All right, so Chuck, I'm gonna ask you a question. So, what do you like about working with children?
Just growing up myself, I realized as my life transitioned, what I missed out on. And oftentimes we communicate with these children because those children see themselves in us, and we see ourselves in those children, and that allows us to communicate. Because I think that's the problem. It's not that parents don't know how to communicate. With the world that we in today, everybody's so busy. And so, okay, I'm gonna drop you off over here. I'm gonna go get you some shoes. You know what I mean? So that's kind of missing. And so when a child is familiar with your transition, he becomes familiar with his transition, and it makes him comfortable.
That's awesome.
So a lot of us experience bully or seeing a bully because we have a uniqueness about ourselves, and that uniqueness is attractive. So it attracts the bully. It's not that he dislikes you.
Yes.
He just wants to become familiar with who you are. What makes you you. Yeah. And he wants something that you had something that he wants or that he would like to possess, but he doesn't know how to communicate that.
Yeah.
And so he does it the way that we do when we little. We push, and we pick. You know how we are when we used to talk about people.
That's right.
Yeah.
So wrapping up this segment, I want to talk about in terms of the youth suicides. It's the third leading cause of deaths dealing with bullying within the state of Tennessee. Give the youth some advice in terms of living life in excellence, and someone that's on the brink of suicide right now, what would you want to tell the youth? What would be your inspiring message to tell the youth?
Well, the first thing is, you have to be comfortable with who you are as a person. Be comfortable with who you are as an individual. We all have a certain uniqueness. There's not two rocks alike. There's not two plants alike. There's not two stars alike. And we are like that as well. And from that uniqueness, we can grow and develop. But sometimes because we don't understand our uniqueness and our personality and, what we represent to this world, we sometimes get overwhelmed by that and we shut ourselves down. So the first thing that I would say to anyone that's experiencing that, communicate. Let's find a way to let someone know how you're feeling, because your feelings are important. And sometimes if you don't get someone to pay attention to your feelings, sometimes we make mishaps. We make mistakes.
That's a great ending to this segment. Thank you all so much. Only living life in excellence. And again, silence is never a solution.
Thank you, Chief.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, I am. Am I my sister's keeper? Yes, I am. Each day we pass each other by. Most times we never say hi or ask someone how you doing. You never know what the mind's consuming. You see these changes, see people going crazy. That's why it's up to you and I to brighten up someone else's life. Oh, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I